juga belajar, sehingga saya pakai pengantar bahasa Indonesia. Ternyata ketika saya bicara bahasa Indonesia, beliau juga bisa menangkap. Malah bingung saya ini. Baik, kali ini kita akan belajar bahasa Inggris dan tema yang ada di depan, how to improve your spoken English. Saya berharap kita semua di sini bisa mendapatkan banyak hal sore ini, sehingga ketika pulang sudah bisa akses bahasa Inggris itu. Dan in a short time possible, right? Okay. Jangan lupa nanti ada door prize. That's right. Gift, special gift, right? Jadi jangan sampai pulang sebelum acara ini berakhir. Begitu ya. Nah, untuk mempersingkat waktu, karena ini acaranya santai, saya persilakan Bu Nawang untuk memberikan 1-2 kata-kata sambutan. Monggo.
Terima kasih Mas Bos. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat sore, selamat siang juga. Kalau lebih optimis, selamat siang. Kalau sore kan ingin pulang gitu ya. Padahal kita dari akan memulai. Saya ucapkan terima kasih. We'd like to thank you for coming here at the library to join the workshop how to improve your spoken English in the shortest time possible. So I learned also today, and I'd like to thank Mbak Jo, so you can call her Mbak Jo, Mbak Joriah Anwar, yang dengan senang hati beliau available ya, bergabung bersama kita untuk acara workshop ini. Nanti Pak Ida akan memperkenalkan siapa beliau, tapi intinya di sambutan saya sebagai penyelenggara ya, sama dengan teman-teman forum pustakawan, ingin mengucapkan terima kasih atas sambutan adik-adik semua. Kami tahu ada di luar sana yang sebetulnya berkeinginan untuk ikut, tetapi karena keterbatasan fasilitas yang kita bisa siapkan, sehingga kita tidak bisa mengiyakan itu semuanya hadir di sini. Sekali lagi terima kasih mengucapkan pada Mbak Jo atas waktunya. So make it informal, so yeah, and make it easy so that you don't have to get nervous or anything. So yeah, we are ready to speak English, I think. So help yourself in the end. And I'd like to introduce you before that. This is Pak Ida Priyanto. He's our fresh graduate, PhD graduate from North University of Texas in information science, and his first degree was English literature, but actually American literature, because Mark Twain, I think, is Mark Twain is yeah, he'll tell you later, maybe a lot. Yeah, I love that university. But then for his PhD, he went to America. Yeah, so mix between British and American English, I think. Yeah. So Pak Ida, the time is yours for you to be the moderator for her. Thank you very much for your availability to be a moderator for this workshop. Terima kasih dan bismillah. Nanti kegiatan kita hari ini kita buka untuk memberikan pemanfaatan ya, bagi siapapun yang hadir. Demikian, bismillahirrahmanirrahim, dan sekaligus saya ucapkan assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Baik, berikutnya tanpa perpanjang waktu, Pak Ida kami persilakan untuk memimpin acara sore ini.
Selamat siang. Saya kira Ibu Joriah ini bingung karena biasanya in Singapore we always have all academic stage just speak. Tapi di sini kita banyak pendahuluan, jadi 1, 2, 3, jadi 3 pendahuluan dan nanti ada penutupnya lagi. Jadi banyak. Right, studying English is different from writing and speaking. So when you study speaking, you must be relaxed, you know. Instead of in Indonesia, usually people are very serious in speaking fast English. So they can laugh, they can smile and laugh in Indonesian, and then when they translate the English words, they will be very serious. English is Singaporean English. You know lah. So we don't study English and Chinglish, Chinese, but we study Indonesian English. No can no what. Okay. So she got his bachelor's in English in the Open University. No roof, right? No roof, no door, no window. It's Open University. And then she also studied she got a diploma for teachers of English to speakers of other languages in Trinity College, London. I was in the University of London in 1996. First World War. Okay, and then teaching of English to speakers of other languages, PESOL, City Polytechnics, and then certificate of English course at CIMIL. So she is famous, superstar, and she got a second prize, in Racial Harmony Day in 2002. And the first and second prize for healthy sandwich competition. What sort of sandwich? At Al-Rawda Mosque. So she had a competition in the mosque. Oh, your sister, right? Okay. So we welcome Joriah. I call you Joriah, Jo. Jo or Jo? Right, okay. So we will invite her to speak and tell you how to speak English. Okay.
And because linguistics is okay, English to study, right? And now we have how many hours? Berapa minit? Yeah, okay. So which means I can only give you the secret. And you have to pay attention because I'm not going to repeat. Secret, I give you secret, yeah? You have to practice yourself, alright? Because this one, mostly people don't tell. The broadcasters, they keep it within the family. And I'm trying to, I'm spoiling the market for them. You know what this girl's name? Nessie Judge. You know that Nessie Judge? The YouTuber? You don't know Nessie? She's from Jakarta, she speaks very good English. So I feel a bit, I must spoil the market for her. Alright, anyways, without much ado. I think I'll go on. What we do is that I'll teach you a few things. But linguistics is very difficult, yeah? So you're going to feel, you're not going to feel comfortable. Alright, now that's biasa. But if you feel comfortable, you're not doing anything, right? You feel a little bit uncomfortable because it's very new, this knowledge is very new. It's new for many Singaporeans also, okay? So don't feel, I don't understand, over my head. But I'll teach you, share some secret with you and then we'll read together. Yeah, like echoing or shadowing, right? And then we go on, a few more secrets, alright? Is there a break for them? What time is break? Because maybe they learn a lot of things. How many minutes? Whoa, I knew about it. 30 minutes. Okay, then after that we have a competition, reading competition. It's like a competition for movie, alright? And the prizes are quite good, right? You put down, the prizes are quite good, right? There's money, cash money. Okay, about hope. I can write here. You said that. Yeah. All right. Wait. I want to write phone. Tone. You can use the same word, but using a different tone. Oh, that's an idea. Okay. All right. You can use the same word using a different tone, and the meaning is different. Okay? So, I'll give you an example. This is one word. Oh. If I were to tell you, what's your name? Idiot. Idiot. Okay. Idiot, that's your blind date over there. You know what a blind date is? Yeah. I want to introduce you to someone, right? I said, that's your blind date over there. You look at it and say, oh. Is he happy or not happy? He's not happy. Alright? But if he says, oh. What does that mean? Happy or not happy? Happy, the person. Alright? Okay, but if he says, many ways, if he says, oh, scared, right? Maybe, she's a vampire, right? So you see, from one word, one simple word, you use different, the meanings are different. And then you say this. Can you see? Can you see that? Yeah, please try to join us. Say thank you. Don't say thank you. Join. Thank you. Right? Thank you. All right. This. Suppose I ask him for a pen. Right now. And then I'll give it to me. And I'll say thank you. Right? I ask you for a piece of paper. Then I'll say thank you. Right? But if you fell down into an unused well, sumur ya yang serang nggak pakai for a long time, maybe 4 days, and nobody knows about it, yeah. And then you ask the rainwater, all right, there's nothing to eat, right? And then finally, some people heard about you in there, and they call, I don't know, military or whatever, so they all help you, all right. So they bring you up, all right. Then what do you say to the people who help you? How is it thank you? You say thank you, thank you. Are you going to say it? Does it sound right? Is that thank you? How would you say thank you? Anybody wants to act? Anybody wants to come here and act and say thank you and get a little prize? No? Yes, she wants to pay for it. How do you say thank you? Somebody saved your life. You will hear everybody. Help you save your life. Thank you so much. That kind of feelings. Right? Very good. Give her a hand, everybody. Okay, see? Go, yeah? And then suppose if you say, if you need help, right? Then you go to someone, you say, excuse me, right? But if you're a policeman or someone in authority, and you see some people not doing what they're supposed to do, so how is it? Oh, excuse me? Excuse me. You know somebody, see how you can change that, right? Then what else? Just to remind me. This is just to remind me. A long time ago, I had to take my dad to the hospital, the clinic. And then when I went to the receptionist, she looked at the card and she said to me, you come on Saturday. You come on Saturday. I was quite angry because I was Monday. So I thought, oh my God, I'm going to die, you know. But then I suddenly realized that she was checking. She was looking at my card and she wanted to say that because I came on Saturday. So she should have said what? If she doesn't have the time, she should have said, you came on Saturday, right? Asking a question. Or did you come on Saturday? But instead she said, you come on Saturday. I thought she was ordering me to come, right? You come on Saturday. See how tone, there is meaning is so different. Okay, so you understand tone? So remember, when you talk to little children, they always think you're so smart, right? They say, they ask you silly things. You can't answer. Then they ask me, and maybe she will say something like, because they know everything. They mean it. Yeah, we let go. But if a wife, a very bossy wife, has just been cheated by some salesman, right? Cheated of maybe 2 million rupiah. So when the husband finds out, he's so angry. Then he said, she says, why did you tell me? And he said, oh, because you know everything. See that? He's being very sarcastic, right? So much for tone. You want a few minutes to think about it while I get my drink.
Tone itu sangat berpengaruh, termasuk misalnya mengatakan sore. Pada waktu kita mengatakan sore, sore itu berbeda-beda artinya. Jadi waktu sore ayah late, for example, itu sorenya rendah. Jadi kalau sorenya naik ke belakang itu berarti minta diulang lagi. Itu berarti minta diulang apa yang dikatakan tadi. Jadi berbeda tone itu sudah kadang-kadang berbeda arti. Nah itu. Kemudian bertanya itu tidak selalu menggunakan kata-kata yang lengkap dalam satu kalimat. Atau kadang-kadang kalimat positif itu bisa dijadikan kalimat tanya tergantung dari tone tadi. Jadi tidak selalu lengkap juga bisa menjadi kalimat yang bisa dipahami oleh orang lain. Itu dalam percakapan. Dan dalam percakapan seringkali kita mendapatkan hal yang mungkin berbeda dengan kalimat tulis. Sehingga praktek berbicara memang sangat membutuhkan. Setiap kali kita ingin praktek berbicara dan itu perlu dilakukan dan perlu agak santai sedikit. Jangan sampai berbicara dalam bahasa Inggris selalu serius, nggak bisa ketawa. Itu adalah ciri khas orang Indonesia. Waktu berbicara bahasa Inggris selalu menjadi serius, kadang berpikir 2 kali. Karena berbicara bahasa Jawa di Indonesia kan, Indonesia di Inggris kan, kemudian dalam bahasa Inggris. Itu masalah kita. Jadi memang sangat panjang urutannya, sehingga agak sulit. Juga memahami waktu kita mendengarkan bahasa Inggris juga begitu. Saya kira akan dilanjutkan dengan Joriah.
I didn't use sorry. Right. So he said, we're so used to saying spaghetti. I can't say spaghetti. So the next lesson came, teacher, I know the trick. When you're angry with your friends, alright? Or your, I don't know, your husband, your boyfriend, whatever. Forget it, I'm not coming. Alright? So he said, I know, I said, forget it. So then I said, forget it. Alright? You can do it any way you like, right? As long as you get it right. So good idea, right? You know what I mean? So that's it. And then what else? Okay, this word, my favorite actually. Okay. How many syllables? 1, 2, and 3. Who knows where is the stress? Where's the stress? What? What's the second stress? Mayonnaise. So, what is it? Second. Mayonnaise. Yeah. Actually, the spelling is like 3 syllables, but actually it's like 2. When you pronounce it, if you know the signs of the dictionary, it's actually like 2 and a half. So, how do you pronounce it? Mayonnaise. Some people say mayonnaise, Americans say mayonnaise, like 2 and a half. Alright, so you have to say it's not mayonnaise. Alright, mayonnaise. But if you go to McDonald's, if you say mayonnaise to McDonald's, you know. So you have to remember, you go to the airport, McDonald's at airport, they will know. But not the biasa tadi mayonnaise apa itu. Alright, so you have to also adjust who you're talking to. Right? Remember that? Okay, so this is what we call, it's very important in English. You have to use the right stress. Alright, but you know about it already, right? Okay. Okay, now I'm going to do another thing. It's not really, sometimes they pause. Sometimes, I think Asians, lots of Asians, sometimes the Westerners, the native speakers don't understand it because they don't pause. Alright, give me an example. For instance, my maid, she just told me, she's going to buy fix in here, fix in here. What? What's fix in here? You know what it is? What? You do know? Oh, she knows. Because you probably speak the same way. Actually, you tell a native speaker they don't understand you. Why? Because you have to say like this. Pause, and then, alright, you have to say Vicks, pause, inhaler. Then they'll understand, right? Don't say Vicks inhaler, Vicks inhaler. Okay? Then I also saw on YouTube, someone asked a lady how she felt about something. I won't tell you exactly because I don't want to get embarrassed, wherever she is. So someone asked her, how do you find this? And then she wanted to speak English, and she said, cepat sedut, cepat sedut. What do you think? What should she have done? I know what she meant, but I think a native speaker will not understand. She meant to say, so what should she do actually? She should say, pause, yeah? So far, so good. Or you can say in a few other styles, but there must be pauses. You can say, yeah, so far, so good. Have a little pause. But she's doing so far, so good, right? So as long as you have a little pause, yeah? So far, so good. You can say that too. Alright? So pause it. And then one time, I asked someone, what time are we going to how should she have said? She should have paused, right? How? Like what? Excellent. 1:30. Yeah, 1. Yeah, instead of saying 1:30. Right? 1:30. Then people will hear. All right? You pause before you give new information. For instance, if somebody asks, what is the population of Jakarta? Then you want to say a big number, right? This information you pause. All right? Something new information. Okay? Now, is this too much for you? It's going to be because you have, some of you have, right? You're English students, some of you. But for some of you, it's very new, right? So it is. It's going to be quite difficult. I don't know if you can sleep tonight. You have nightmares. So after this, all this new information, we'll do a little bit of reading. Yeah, like sharing or echoing. I read first. This is a short passage, all right? And then after that, we read together. Okay. Maybe before we do that, another thing I want to tell you is one more little thing. The final S sound in English. Very often we have to say Z, yeah, unless the words. And I think this is very confusing if you don't get it, it doesn't matter, right? This is just for those. Remember, many people don't know this and they're still alive, right? So if this is too much for you, right? Too technical, you don't take it, right? What I'm saying is that for all the S's, the final S that you see, we usually have to say that unless the words end with this. Alright? Maybe, I know what I mean. I just take this three because the others are not so important. You can't, if you say it wrongly, people don't hear you. Like here, when I say P, I mean words like this. End with the letter P, right? So you say an S, you say it like normal, you say X. Alright? And words that end with T. Say an S, so you still say X. And ending with K, say also S sound, very easy, weeks. But the rest, this one to know that, the rest, most of the other words, you have to pronounce a Z sound. Okay? This one you have to say Z. And when you say Z, this is not in the book, this is just my way. This is the lower jaw, and this is the upper jaw. Most Asians, we underuse our lower jaw. Alright, this is all. So S, this is where the Z sound, right? So you know where it is. Use your lower jaw. So you say ideas. I'm exaggerating because we are learning it, right? You cut down, right? You say ideas. I like your ideas. Okay? 5 days, right? Not 5 days. So because if you say days, it comes from the top, right? So you use your lower jaw. 5 days, right? How about this? Girls. Does that sound right? I tell you, my cucu saudara, right? She was running around, very 2-year-old. So my brother is very quiet. He's very shy and quiet. So, but of course she's a visitor. So he said, "Hi Diana, how are you?" She's running around. Then everybody's scared of my brother because he's quiet. So she looked at him and said, "Hey, cannot say girl, you know." I said, "Girl." I don't know why she said, automatically she just thought, because I was teaching them, don't pronounce the L very strongly, like girl. Just say, stop. So girls. Okay, so remember that just a little L, girls. How about this? How do you pronounce this? Again, the Z sound. voice. You remember, you make it soft, yeah? And many, many other things, many other words. What? Can you say this? Rooms, right? This? Papers. All right? If you just say this, if you're new, this is boy, you can speak well, yeah? What else? Lots of words, yeah? This one? Teachers, yeah? So I wasn't looking, right? I go to quiet now and you meet a girl. Hi, girls. You can use it right away, okay? Okay. Okay, so remember the that sound, right? Most of the words, except for, words, yeah? Words that end with A, with a P, and a T, but there are more, right? So I think most Asians don't say the Z sound, right? So now we have to use it. Where's the, because I want to really do a passage. I thought we said the reading one, the reading passage. She said you printed for me. When we were at the staircase landing near the car park, I wonder what adjectives you use to describe Sasha Stevenson. She's a girl lady, but I always think of her as a child star, all right? She's really funny. She's really funny. Okay, then you notice that this one ends with a T, all right? So she has to say that's S sound, okay? So that's the fourth time we've said that, all right? Sorry, we said with a little smile. Sorry, he said with a little smile. I'm repeating myself like an old man. I was shocked at myself too. You know that I said was, because when you're reading English speakers will say, we call it a big form, don't say I was shocked. I was shocked. You heard something like that? Next time you learn from YouTube, because it's video, right? TV is quite fun. They will always say, I was shocked at myself too. That's why I get two, diary. Before meeting Arjun, you could say, make it short. You could say, right? You could say that I enjoyed Sasha Stevenson a lot. So why did I resent her then? Did this mean that I was falling in love with my new friend? Oh no, diary. A girl is supposed to fall in love with the fourth, right? 31st man, right? So you have to pause before the number 31st. Alright, how do you do? Now we read together. Remember your Z sound. Okay? Shall we read this together? Slowly, yeah. Instead of talking to myself. Ready, go. You use the most interesting adjectives. Arjun commented when we were at staircase landing near the car. I wonder what adjectives you use to describe Sasha Stevenson. She is a little lady, but I always think of her as a child star. She's really funny. That's the fourth time you said that. Sorry, he said with a little smile. I'm repeating myself like an old man. I was shocked at myself too, Larry. Before meeting Arjun, you could say, I enjoyed such signature a lot. So why did I resent her then? Does this mean that I was falling in love with my new friend? Oh no, Larry. A girl is supposed to fall in love with the very first man that comes along. Not the first man. Okay, that's one I forgot. Okay, yeah, BUT. That you can also use a week on night. Your mother will think you have nightmares. Okay, so that's so how did you like that? You think you are better now? You can be better, right? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. I'm explaining. He right? This come here first. All right. What I mean is that ending here. Many Asians always like to use for this word and this word. How about this, yeah? Even celebrities in Singapore say, "Oh, this is Tahap." That's Tahap. Two syllables, compound word. So remember the stress. Star hub. Star hub. All right, not Tahap. All right. Okay. So you try to remember. Yeah, if you have to say the P, don't say. Many of us have said P from atas malangani. For instance, I'm waiting for a cab. Make sure you already say this also. You make it the vowel right? A cab, not a cab. Waiting for a captain for me. Okay, right? So remember that. Even from this word like this, yeah. Okay, that's one. That would be it. How about this one? Your name tag. Is there a price? They are actually saying this. Australian, I hate, right? So you remember, make it soft and long. Made. The same with this. Made in China. Made, make it long, a little bit long. Right? But it's made in China. Made in China, right? Then we have F and P. Post A. So this line. They say have you seen it? Should be lower. Have you seen it? Open your mouth a bit more. Let more air come out. So have you seen it? Not have you seen it? Right? Have. What's that? S, yeah? S and Z. This one you can take, right? Okay. Once you pronounce this well, ending here, you will be good according to this word. How do you pronounce this? Trade or trade? If you say trade, it's like this. Right? So it's different. Yeah? And go like the G. That sound. Stars. I've got stars in my eyes, whatever it means. Later we have a competition, stars in my eyes. Right? Like you're falling in love or something, starstruck. Okay, by the way, what about accents? You know accents? Right? I get a drink first.
Dan jangan lupa pengucapan. Jadi seringkali kita mengucapkannya berbeda. Misalnya nanti kalau ada event-event itu event. Kalau jadi MC koreksi, nanti jangan lupa tidak boleh mengucapkan event. Itu event, bukan event. Event is bahkan. Event is acara. Itu contoh-contohnya. Kemudian berbicara dari soft. Nah, tadi dijelaskan harus soft. Misalnya I was, bukan I was. Was dicuci. Nah, I was. Can I? Bukan can I, tapi can I. Can. Jadi.
Forward, yeah. All right. This is how a native speaker would say, this is from my mom, not from my mom. This is from my mom, or from your teacher, whoever is there. All right. And this one, this is for you, not for me. Okay. Maybe I should tell you this. If you look in the dictionary for the design, I think you should really learn design. Very, very useful. The schwa, because it is the most common vowel in the English language. If you don't learn the phonetics, because you don't know it, right? This is right, but this is just like to say right? From, right? This is a schwa. If you can see this, you will see a lot of it. So definitely all right? So remember, this is from my mom. Or this is from John. All right? And this is for you. This is for her. Right? Don't say this is for her, for you. But English penuh kecualian, right? If the word is at the end, but it's in the belakang, right? You don't use the weak form. For instance, if I say, hey, after this, let's go out and play in the rain. Then you say, you have to say, what form? Strong form. Don't say what foot. That's wrong. What foot? At the end, yeah. You have to say the strong form, which is the usual one, form. Right? The weak form is the first. Alright? For me, beginning and middle, you can say that. But not the ending. The ending must say strong one. Okay? Ready, yeah? Okay. You say, for me, even the two, you say ta. Not all of them, most of them. I'll tell you when you say two, but this is one for that. Oh, no. Okay. From me to you. Right?
Better. Say together.
Okay. Everybody come on, let's say. From me, always from here. Alright? From the top. Ready, go. This is from my mom. This is from you. What for? Okay. From me to you. Alright, remember that. As I've said, since we have so little time, I'm just giving you as much as I can. Yeah? Okay. This one, correct pronunciation is, so you say, today. Not today. Today. When are we getting married? Today. Okay. Tonight. Not tonight, eh? Tonight. Okay. Tomorrow. Okay. Practice that one more time. Today. Tonight. Tomorrow. Okay, that's the reform. What was she giving you? Oh, okay. The first one. Then, okay, now about accent. Alright, you know accent, yeah, look at yeah? You know different people have different accents, right? Even among Japanese people who have different accent, right? You know Singaporean accent, right? I won't say. What about, okay, every language has its own melody, you know. This is a tune. There's certain, you can say, they were speaking English but using Hokkien, the tune or Malay tune, you know. So in this case, the Wilton Malay girl said, I step on your food. What did she say? She should have said, I step on your foot. Alright, she can say it a few ways. Because I step on your foot. It's not acceptable. But you can't say, I step on your food. Right? But they won't understand. Alright? Yeah, you know. And then, here's another example. My uncle went to Malaysia, right? So, this lady, gets the traffic, everybody said that. So the man said to my uncle, said, Mr. Lily, I will give it for you. Yes, very good. What did he say? Yeah, but you know, you think a native people will understand that. Okay, my uncle understands speak Malay, right? But still, he's using Malay tune. You're not allowed, you know, to use. I mean, meaning if you learn a language, you have to try to speak like a native speaker. You may think, okay, you see, you know, like, no, because if people learn your language too, and they use some other accent, you won't understand, right? You want to be understood, number one. All right? Okay, I'll give a little competition. Accent, right? Tell me what this lady said to me. My friend is a teacher from Texas. Very, very kind lady. She passed away unfortunately. So during Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving, the 4th week of November, all right? The Americans, like where I have come, is like, you know, the first Americans when they came to America, they came from England, and it was very, very cold. They would have died without the help of the Native Americans, the Red Indians, right? But the Red Indians taught them how to grow the corn, pumpkin, and all that, right? So every year, when they celebrate Thanksgiving, they have turkey, right? And then pumpkin, normally pumpkin pies and all that. So I wanted to be more American than her. But Thanksgiving, I made pumpkin pie. So this is a competition. We'll take your name down. You have to raise your hand. Don't just shout out the answer, you can get a prize for this. Say what she said to me. She said, your pumpkin pie is the best pie I've had in my whole life. What did you say? Raise your hand. Ready? Raise your hand. What did she say to me? You got it right, right? What about other people? She got it right. Give her a hand, everybody. Get it right. Remember? Okay. Oh, this one is Indonesian. I can tell you. When I was with my lost man, that's this young Indonesian man, Chinese guy from Surabaya. So he was younger than me, so I felt comfortable. So we were watching, sitting down there, watching the girls go by, and then he said to me, he's like, what did he say? Anybody heard that? Poor. He's like, you understand that? Oh, we got it right. Because you hear that. What did he say? No, he didn't say much. He said, her. What do you want to do? Her body? Like what? Wrong. Who got it right? Who had, yeah, what did he say? Yes, later you get a prize too. Her body's like a guitar. That's how one survivor like that. Very strong. Okay, that's accent, right? But if you listen, there are lots of different accents, right? It can be quite charming. I think the Indonesian English accent is quite charming. Yeah. My Filipino friends also take soaps. Sometimes when we take Sil Air, all right, and we compare Sil Air, Air Asia, Indonesia, I think we prefer Air Asia, Indonesia, Thailand, the way it talks, you know, more charming. You may not know enough vocabulary, may not be sing, right? But it sounds more charming, you know, more masculine, attractive. The Singaporean not attractive at all. That's how we feel. I don't know how you feel about that. Because I don't know, different styles of talking, right? So is there another another passage from, okay, by the way, here's another little competition. Anybody knows the meaning of a cup of Java? Raise your hand if you know the meaning of. Hey, it's Java time. Have you seen that before? Yeah. Excellent. You better practice that. Someone else will say at the same time. Who's that here? Somebody there, right? Who was that? Who said coffee? You did. Okay, later. Because I can't click later. Right? You are. So Java means coffee because in the old days, Java was very well known for producing good coffee. So it became synonymous with good coffee. So I want a cup of Java. I want a cup of coffee, right? So when even Americans, even now, we know among the people who speak, like the writers, say, hey, it's Java time. What time is that, Java time? Coffee time, break time. Okay? Okay, this is for my book. Okay, I'll read it first, yeah? You can read silently first. And you're new, right? Okay, one more thing. The I. I find many Asians, when they say this is I, they tend to make it like very in peace, you know? Like, what do you say? Sit. Wrong, eh? You have to say sit. Not sit, sit. Nothing else. And what about this? This one you have to seat. Longer than your sit. Seat from here to here. This is a noun here. Have a seat. But here, sit down. Yeah? And this is hit. He hit me. Not this heat. The heat of the sun. Alright? Okay. Let me look at the words. Okay, another we form from there. I'm looking at it here. Draw a line here. Oh, they should break like me, not just like me, right? Just like me. Okay. How about S-A-I-D? How do you say this? It should be said, but stop, that was the set. From below, said. He said. Alright? Make it like that. Don't go together. Okay. Alright, I'll read the first. Wow, you have all these different types of blood in your veins, but you have mostly Javanese blood, just like me. Central Javanese, yes, Central Javanese, no less, he said, raising his eyebrows together and looking at me, sorry, another one, wait for me, not Anna, looking at me as if I what? He said, okay, you just wait for him. Kasi I help you on the next line. Looking at me as if I just said something really naughty and provocative, and it was my fault if he was momentarily aroused. With all due respect, Mas Arjun, I heard myself say in a small voice, I said Central Javanese, not Central Javanese. Relax, Bhakti. Let your hair down a little. It's just a slip of the tongue. It's normal for red-blooded teenagers with raging hormones to what? To think a lot of what you for some reason think is a taboo subject. Gosh, diary, what have I done? Have I taken shelter in the lion's den? God knows I said Central Javanese, not Central Javanese. He was just pretending to be hard of hearing and as deaf as everybody's great-grandfather. Did he think he could pull the wool over my eyes just because I'm a teenager? All right, this one is a bit harder, all right? Okay. W-O-L is say also very short. Say wool. Make it short. Don't say wool. Say wool, all right? Okay. We go on. Together, all right? Of course, when you say wow, you say wow. You say wow, all right? Okay, ready? Wow. You have all these different types of blood in your veins, that sound. But you have mostly as if I just said something really naughty and provocative. And it was my fault if he was momentarily aroused. With all due respect, must argue, I heard myself say in a small voice, I said central Japanese, not central Japanese. So I did it. Let your hair down a little. Slip of the tongue. It's normal for red-blooded teenagers with raging hormones to think a lot of what you for some reason think is a taboo subject. Gosh, Mary, what have I done? Have I taken shelter in a lion's den? God knows, I said central Japanese, not central Japanese. He was just pretending to be hard of hearing and as deaf as everybody's great-grandfather. And you think they pulled the wool over my eyes just because I'm a teenager? Okay, you're better and better now, right? That just reminds me of a few things I will teach you also. Okay. This is very important actually. The little, just to remind myself, yeah? How do you pronounce this? Very good, very good. But how do many people, like, especially Southeast Asian, how do they pronounce this? My heart. I love you with all my heart. Who wants your heart? Yeah, you don't want a little heart, condom, right? But how are you supposed to say it? No wonder they fall for the Westerners, you know, or Chinese from Canada or America, because they say it properly, right? The locals in foreign will say, I love you with all my heart. So and then they wonder why the girls don't want to. Right? They're supposed to say what? I love you with all my heart. Make it a little longer. You don't have to say that. Don't sound American now. People think you're going to get that accent. But make it a little bit longer. A little R. One is right. Say, I love you with all my heart. A little bit. Heart. Not too much, but still very long, yeah? Okay. Then how about this? He's a security guard. Don't say that, yeah? Guard. A little bit longer. How was your exam papers? Those it's hot. It's hard. So saya. Okay? And are you afraid of the dark or the dark? Dark, yeah? Afraid of the dark. Remember, it's a little bit longer. And this person, he gets very angry, you know, because most Singaporeans and Asians call it, Ma, come here. Should be a car, a bit longer. Right? When before I get married, I'll give you a wedding card. Not a cut, huh? What most people say, what is this? Right? Well, this is what I cut. This one's that. You know, this is again hard. And this is more like that, yeah? I don't know what mark. I don't know how to spell this. How to say. I did. How about one last one, because this is important in Jogja. You're in Jakarta, right? What is this? Try to make it long. Art. Don't say art. Okay? Okay, another grandmother story. My niece, she's a married lady, now with 2 kids. A long time ago, when she was quite young, she wanted postcards from me. Because she wanted to join the McDonald's competition. I was brushing my teeth. So she came to me and said, Teacher, can I have 2 postcards? Then I was brushing my teeth. I didn't stop, right? Then she thought I didn't respond because she didn't say correctly. So she started again. Teacher, can I have 2 postcards? 1, 2, 3 callers. Because I told her 2, 3 fingers here. She did a bit too low. Just 2 enough, right? She did 1, 2, 3 cards. All right? So remember, when you teach children, it is a little bit longer than other people. Yeah? So then a lot of difference. And one more thing. Some people saying this. Right? I hear a lot of people saying on TV, oh my God, oh my God. Filipinos will say, some Indonesian, oh my God. That is your sus and all that, right? GUT. should be what? God, make it soft. Because see, British say God, right? Oh, Americans say right? But they don't say oh my God. They say oh my God, soft, right? You know, but some people are mistaken. They say oh my God, oh my God. So if you want to speak like American and you say that you have to make it soft, like oh my God, not oh my God. I mean oh my God. But British will say oh my God, make it soft. I remember I watched TV, this man went to Mecca, and then someone asked him, what do you do after this? He said, after R is not, that is like European R, right? That's sort of like Italian, maybe Spanish, right? So English R is very light. Think of like sponge cake. So you say run, right? Run. We pray to God. But some people, Malay girls in Singapore and Malaysia, they're getting it all wrong. They want to sound very sophisticated, So they speak Malay like this. They use it. English R. Hurry up. Hurry, right? Malay R is different, right? They say, hurry, mouse, It's the wrong R, Yeah, alright? So you have to know what language you're speaking, right? Like even the manual, when they sing, my brother, language is speaking, something like that. English guys, not the, okay. So this Malay guy singing a Malay song and using the English, terima, terima la. So the thing is that you have to use the right R and the T. Okay? Okay, that's that. And you do know about have I taken shelter in a don't say in a lion's den. Have I taken shelter, pause a bit, in a lion's den? Oh yeah. When you read, don't only pause when there's a comma. Sometimes the sentences are so long, you have to pause in between. This is hard, because you have to get used to native speakers talking, right? So like after a group of words or phrase, when it's paused, right? So okay, maybe you're not so lucky, you don't work with native speakers. What can you do? As a solution to that. So you want to hear more of English which is spoken by native speakers, right? Either English, British people or Americans, right? So since you don't work with them, what is the next best thing that you can do? You go to YouTube, right? Just listen to, especially comedy shows, right? You listen to them talk, right? Then you can see that they always join in a lion's den, right? You always try to join. Although I have to warn the young girls, nowadays the fashion among American girls to kind of break it up. Like that. Don't follow them because they are native speakers. They can talk like that. If you talk like that, people think that you don't know the language or you're a newcomer. Like you break up with the words. He is my best friend. Like the salung. He is my best friend. Try to relax, yeah. So, like I said, you might hear it on TV, young Americans, but that's not accepted, right? But don't follow them, right? Okay. And then you see the word red cracker? It's how many it's 4 syllables, right? But it's more than a compound. Oh, 2 compound. Great. So you have to pause. Those are my great grandfather. Great, pause, grandfather, even grand, pause. Is my grandfather, not is my grandfather. Alright? Is my grandfather. She's my grandmother. She's my great aunt. Yeah? Always pause. So remember we have this problem of lack of pauses. And then what about the idioms, right? You know the meaning of this? The last one. Did he think he could pause? Did he think? Is there a comma there? But you have to pause, right? Did he think he could pull the wool over my eyes? Pull, does it pull? Pull the wool, make it short, over my eyes, just because. Okay, hard of hearing, right? So here's another one for the weak one. OF. Very often they will say like this sound. One of us. One of you here is fine. One of, all right? You said the weak sound. I don't know why English is like that. No? So then I want to point out the word like how do you pronounce this? Make it short. Look. Look at me. Okay. And so this one becomes difficult, right? So look at me. Look at me. Yeah, make it short. Yeah, that's right. And then how about this? How do you pronounce this? Took. Make it short. Yeah. Good. Good looking. A book. Don't say book. Book. Short. Make it short. Yeah. This is. I'm not letting you off the hook. Make it short. Hook. Not hook. Yeah. Hook. Shook. Also short. We shook the tree. And this is wool. Also short. Yeah. This is foot. Also short. Oh, say long or short. Yeah. I tried to trick you, but I couldn't. Because when I was young, people fought with each other. And instead of saying bullshit, they said my foot. Like I don't believe you. So, but how this is English are very, very, unpredictable. M-O-T is foot. Is foot, right? And this is food. All right. Eat the food. All right.
Practice together.
Yes, practice together. Start from here. We pray to God. Yeah, we pray to God. Because I'm good. Right? Okay. Look. Took. Hook. Wool. Foot. Food. Long. Shook. Book. Good. You're good. Okay. We have another one, right? What time is it now? What time? 3 o'clock. Just now we started at what time? 9. We started at what time? 2 o'clock. So, okay, just a few more minutes and we have a break, all right? And I want to tell you, those of you who have been paying attention, we have a competition. It's like a movie, audition. All right? We have the first one, two. Arjun is the hero, right? The girl is Devi. By the way, is there someone here called Devi? No. Arjuna? No. Nobody gets surprised. You can make a certain Arjuna. Okay. All right, we wanted to surprise you, but then nobody is called Devi. No gods and goddesses in here. Okay, anyway. After this, we'll give the people, Arjun and Devi has to be a boy and a girl. Don't be shy, you're friends, right? Okay, and then I think the price is quite nice. I think you get cash too. Yes, you get books and you get chocolate. Okay, all right, and then and you can also go home and boast to your parents, right? That's another thing. Okay, Arjun and Devi, two people, and the rest is another one. Mastri is Devi's bigger brother. He's ranting angry at some older people, right? So that's one for a boy. All right, maybe we only want 3 people for one, because otherwise we don't have time, right? And then another one, Devi, who would like to join?
Volunteer?
Any
volunteer?
Yeah, you get 2 prizes, cash prize. For our, all the 3, I hope you will cooperate by talking to your friends. Just because we want to pick the best, David. It makes a lot of difference, All right, because price is better than the other. Yeah.
Well, everyone, I introduce myself. My name is Agnes Iskandar, so you can call me Agnes. And now, I think I will start to read the passage. I turned to the left to look, and that's when it happened. Someone or something grabbed me and pulled me with a sudden force. I screamed in terror, but my voice was quickly stifled. I don't remember how I managed to break free. All I know is that everything was happening all at once. I was engulfed and consumed by a flame. One part of my heart threatened to jump out of my mouth. Another part wanted to jump down to my stomach. My lips were on fire and I was gasping for air. It was all over in a matter of seconds. But in those few seconds diary, I skydived, skyjumped, and bungee jumped. He tricked me. Arjun tricked me. He stole a kiss from me. And it was all premeditated. He must have taken note of the shadow of the banyan tree on the way to Malibu Mall, and in and out of Rose Garden. Even when he conceived defeat because he failed to kiss me on the lips, he must have planned and schemed. And he used Uncle Norman and the shade of the holy banyan tree to help him seize the moment. Sorry, he said, looking a tad guilty. I just had to do it. He picked up the huge umbrella that had fallen onto the ground, belly up like a capsized boat, and put his arm around me again. We walked in silence for some time. At the junction where Jalan Sosrokusuman meets Jalan Mataram, I noticed, not without some astonishment, the buses, cars, and hundreds of motorbikes that whizzed down the wet and shining street. I heard the pitter-patter of the rain, the ringing of the two show bells, and the thumping of my heart.
Hello, my name is Shara and I just started. I turned to the left to look, and that's when it happened. Someone or something grabbed me and pulled me with a sudden force. I screamed in terror, but my voice was quickly stable. I don't remember how I managed to break free. All I know is that everything was happening all at once. I was engulfed and consumed by a flame. One part of my heart tried to jump out of my mouth. Another part wanted to jump down to my stomach. My lips were on fire and I was gasping for air. It was all over in a matter of seconds. But in those few seconds, diary, I skydived, and bungee jumped. He tricked me. Arjun tricked me. He stole a kiss from me, and it was all premeditated. He must have taken note of the shadow of the banyan tree on the way to Malibu Mall, and in and out of Rose Garden, even when he conceded defeat because he failed to kiss me on the lips. He must have planned and schemed, and he used Uncle Norman and the shade of the holy banyan tree to help him seize the moment. Sorry, he said, looking guilty. I just had to do it. He picked up the huge umbrella that had fallen onto the ground, belly up like a capsized boat, and put his arm around me again. We walked in silence for some time, and the junction where Jalan Sosrokusuman meets Jalan Mataram, I noticed. Not without some astonishment, the buses, cars, and hundreds of motorbikes that whizzed down the wet and shining street. I heard the pitter-patter of the rain, the ringing of the three shell bells, and the thumping of my heart.
Well, my name is Bilkis. I turned to the left to look, and that's what happened. Someone or something grabbed me and pulled me with a sudden force. I screamed in terror, but my voice was quick and stable. I don't remember how I managed to break free. All I know is that everything was happening all at once. I was engulfed and consumed by a flame. One part of my heart threatened to jump out of my mouth. Another part wanted to jump onto my stomach. My lips were on fire and I was gasping for air. It was over in a matter of seconds. But in those few seconds diary, at sky jumped and bunny jumped. He tricked me. Arjun tricked me. He stole a kiss from me, and it was all premeditated. He must have taken note of the shadow of the banyan tree on the way to Malioboro Mall and in Adam Rose Garden, even when he considered defeat because he failed to kiss me on the lips. He must have played and sing. And he used Uncle Norman and the shade of the holy banyan tree to help him seize the moment. Sorry, he said, looking at that goldie. I just had to do it. He picked up the huge umbrella that had fallen onto the ground, peeling up like a cat-sized boat, and put his arm around me again. We walked in silence for some time. At the junction where Jalan Susu meets Jalan Mataram, and noticed, not without some astonishment, the buses, cars, and hundreds of motorbikes that whizzed down the wet and shiny street. I heard the patter of the rain, the ringing of the threshold, bells, and the pounding of my heart. Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Honest. I start reading. Stars in my eyes. Thank God mom's not going to have another baby like what his fair pregnant mother died. She looks pathetic coming out of the threshold with an explosive looking tummy ticking away like a time bomb. And I can't thank God enough that mom's not like Susie's or Yankee's mom. This sex crazy moms embraces me and my friends to no end when they crack up color jokes in front of us. Especially Susie's mom. Someone must have told her that she looks like one of the nation's self-appointed sex goddesses. She doesn't waste any opportunity to show off her ample, obviously silicon breast. She poses provocatively without being provoked. Doesn't she realize that? Then she poses, her mouth looks like the mouth of an econ spot in its dead truth. It's so painful to watch her space taking the time to win the sexuous monologue title. Even Heike, who secretly watches his parents' pornographic films, agrees that she's an investment because it's not cool for moms to be hot babes. Somebody please tell these ridiculous over the hill and long-toothed mothers that although teens enjoy sexy jokes once in a while, we don't like them. We don't like them coming out from our mother's mouth. Also, please tell well-intentioned parents who like to keep an open mind not to talk about sex as if it's something natural and clean and pure, because it isn't. And more than anything else, please tell them not to take the filth and thrill out of sex. Don't spoil its bad name. Please keep it dirty and shameful and guilt-ridden and forbidden. Because forbidden drink always passes the sweetest.
Good afternoon, everybody. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Joriah Anwar. You can call me Joriah. I'm from Faculty of Engineering. Star in my eyes. Thank God, mom's not going to have another baby like what is very pregnant mother doing. She looks pathetic coming out of a threshold with that explosive looking tummy ticking away like a time bomb. And I can't thank God enough that mom's not like Susie's or Yankee's mom. This sex crazy moms embraces me and my friends to no end when they crack off colored jokes in front of us. Especially Susie's mom. Someone must have told her that she looks like one of Indonesia's self-appointed sex goddesses. She doesn't waste any opportunity to show off her ample, obviously silicon breast. She puts provocatively without being provoked. Doesn't she realize that when she puts her mouth looks like the mouth of an ikan sepat in its dead truth? It's so painful to watch her painstaking attempts to win the sexiest mom alive still. Even Hanky, who secretly watches his parents' pornographic films, agreed that she is an embarrassment because it's not cool for moms to be hot babes. Somebody please tell these ridiculous over the hill and longing the truth mothers that although teens enjoy sexy jokes once in a while, we don't like them coming out from our mother's mouth. Also, please tell well-intentioned parents who like to keep an open mind not to talk about sex as if it's something natural and clean and pure, because it isn't. And more than anything else, please tell them not to take the filth and thrill out of sex. Don't spoil it, it's bad, man. Please keep it dirty and shameful and feel greater and forbidden, because forbidden fruit always tastes the sweetest.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Joriah Anwar. You can call me David. Stars in my eyes. Thank God mom's not going to have on the baby like what is her pregnant mother diary. She looks pathetic coming out and of a threshold with the explosive looking tongue taking away like a time bomb. And I can't thank God enough that moms not like sushi or youngest moms. The sex crazy moms embarrass me and my friends to no end when they crack off all jokes in front of us. Especially this mom. Someone must have told her that she looks like one of Indonesia's self-appointed chef-goddesses. She doesn't waste any opportunity to show off her ample, obviously silicon breast. She posts provocatively without being provoked. Doesn't she realize that when she posts, her mouth looks like the mouth of an ikan sepat in its dead straws? It's so painful to watch her painstaking attempts to win the sexiest mom alive title. Even Hanky, who secretly watches his parents' pornographic films, agrees that she's an embarrassment because it's not cool for moms to be hot babes. Somebody please tell this ridiculous over the hill and longing the good mothers that although teens into sexy jokes once in a while, we don't like them coming out from our mother's mouth. Also please tell well-intentioned parents who like to keep an open mind not to talk about sex as if it's something natural and clean and pure because it's instant. And more than anything else, please tell them not to take the filth and thrill out of sex. Don't spoil its bad name. Please keep it dirty and shameful and guilt irradiant and forbidden, because forbidden fruit always tastes the sweetest.
Can you sing a Japanese song for me? One of the composers I asked impulsively.
Dewi, I gave you an inch and now you want a mile? You want all of me, don't you? Okay, let's make a deal. You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. I'll not only sing the decompose Sewu Puto, I'll also sing Mantos Midam Sari if you will perform a belly dance for me.
Boleh.
Now don't you pretend to be hard of hearing, Mbak Dewi? I said belly dancing, as the sizzling hot belly dancing of the Middle East, not the refined classical Western ballad on the Ramayana ballad.
That's like asking for the moon. The leader specializes from the police and my mom.
So, no deal?
Out of the question, Spice Trader is playing hardball and is driving a hardware deal. No wait, unless you get a green light from my mom.
But your mom's 100% Central Japanese. So getting the green light from her will be a walk in the park. Haha.
Don't hurry to any before the age, Mas Arjun. My mom's not a true blue Japanese. She's a tough cookie, a hardened cake. So getting the green light from her is not going to be a piece of cake.
Who's the last couple? Oh, you don't have the paper? Do you have the paper? Oh, you go. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you go.
Can you sing a Japanese song for me? One of you decompose?
Barry, I gave you a names, and now you want a mine? You want all of me, don't you? Okay, let's make a deal. You scratch my back, and I'll scratch yours. I'll not only sing Bibi Kempot Sewu I'll also sing Mantos Idam Sari if you will perform a belly dance for me.
Ballet?
Now, don't you pretend to be hard of hearing, but Barry, I say belly dancing as in the sizzling hot belly dancing of the Middle East, not the refined classical Western ballet or the Ramayana ballet.
That's like asking for the moon. We'll need a special license from the police and the mom.
So, no deal?
Out of the question, this padam trader is playing hardball and is driving a hard game. No way, unless you get green light from my mom.
But your mom's 100% Central Japanese, so getting the green light from her will be a work in the park. Ha ha ha.
Don't count your chicken before they are hatched, Mas Arjun. My mom's not a true blue Japanese. She's a folk cookie, a hard nut to crack. So getting the green light from her is not going to be a piece of cake.
Thank you.
Joe. It's great to we have a good time here, and so thank you very much for all of you who have come here to take part in this program. And now on will close the session. This is the last one.
The last one.
One sentence only.
Okay, thank you very much for that. So congratulations for everybody who got the angpao. I hope that this will be a very memorable moment for you, and hope that in the future we can still meet again with other programs, more interactive programs, and I hope that you enjoy this meeting today. And oh yeah, last but not least, we have small bit for the guest speaker for Mbak Jo. This is just a small token from us. Yeah.
That's what I like. I can boast with my friends.
Yeah. Okay. So, you like it? Yeah. Thank you very much for your time and your availability, because she comes here on her own and no money at all from us. So she just contribute her welfare. Say it's welfare. For us, because maybe yeah, she told me that her nenek moyang or her grandmother come from Java, so she has emotional relationship with Jogja. So this is the time to share the fortune with the students, and I'm happy too for everybody coming here for the meeting. And this is we come to the closing session. I think I'd like to say thank you again to you. Welcome for everything. Even the audio day, because she made audio day herself. struggle of coming here.